Many animation studios get kind of good raps, such as Pixar, but then there are others like Sony Pictures Animations. However, one that gets sort of an interestingly bad rap is Illumination. You may have noticed something with their movies. Ever since Despicable Me, which I personally found to be a great movie, all their other movies seemed average. They were a bit boring, or bad, or meh. But why? Is this a coincidence, or is this intended? Let's find out on this episode of The In-Depth Detective. Hi, my name's DPX Solo. You can call me DPX though. And welcome to another episode of The In-Depth Detective. The truth behind the bad track record for Illumination. But before we begin, be sure to like this video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the notifications bell, and leave a comment. One thing is that Illumination tries to stick with as low of a budget as possible, but yet still able to make a film. Again, Despicable Me is the exception, as it was actually really good in my opinion, and it didn't seem so low budget to me. However, the other movies of theirs have reused models and backgrounds throughout the whole movie, in a cheap way, mind you. The low budgets really hurt the movies in the long run, but you may be wondering where the other money goes to. Good question. Instead of being used to have a higher budget, a lot of the money goes into the advertising. And I mean a lot. You'll most likely see an ad on YouTube, a trailer when you see any movie, and I mean like any movie, even if it's like a rated R movie probably. That happened once. Number one on trending or on billboards. Hey, that's how advertising works. It goes on those things, but you see these things everywhere. You see these movies everywhere. Sometimes I avoided some of the movies because I got annoyed by the fact that there would be an ad for it in every single YouTube video that I ever watched. Probably a me problem. However, I am sure that that might have happened to some other people too. Just getting annoyed by being bombarded with ads that have to do with these movies. However, if many people avoided them or just didn't care, how do they still make millions? The reason these make millions is because of the target demographic. That is kids. They eat these up. Not to mention, they probably need their parents when they see these movies, making it even more money. And since they are the target demographic, they love it, most likely. They end up buying the movies after they come out, like on Blu-ray or on streaming services, pretty much, making these as big as they are. So yeah, Illumination Entertainment do have a bad rep, and they don't really do anything about it. They just are fine with playing it safe. All of these movies took no risks. Not even the first Despicable Me, which I found very enjoyable regardless. However, maybe they can turn it around. The only somewhat original movie they have coming up, that I know of at least, is the Mario movie. Unfortunately, Universal's behind it. Fortunately, though, it's got Miyamoto behind it. Hopefully, he can step in and tell Universal to get their shit together for this. Excuse my language. But that will be this episode of the In-Depth Detective. Bit of a shorter one this time. But what do you think about Illumination? And let me know. The question of this episode will be, do you like Illumination, or do you think they deserve this bad rap? Let me know in the comments below, and enter in the poll. After you enter in the poll, please explain why in the comments below, and I'll try my best to respond to you. Alright, bye guys.